Friends, hello and welcome back. Ottawa Senators here. Blue Jackets, baby. Blue Jackets. Playoff bound. Not that they wasn't already playoff bound, but there was playoff bound before, but it wasn't playoffs because you could win a draft lottery. They wanted to make sure the playoff teams could win the draft lottery, so they couldn't call it playoffs. But now they are officially in the playoffs, beating those Toronto Maple Leafs in 5. But nonetheless, we got the Ottawa Senators here today. A big matchup against the Carolina Hurricanes. The 11-1 Carolina Hurricanes. I'd like to see where we're at right now, just to get a quick glimpse of things. Koskinen is still second lining. He's a 90 overall with that franchise potential. How's he looking? He's fit for the first line now. Fit for the first line, but we're so worried about getting that +3. Patrick Liney's up to the 89. Did Byfield get a downgrade? Like, not bad. No, Byfield might have been an 86. I think he was an 86 before. Unfortunately, we don't have room for him on his first line, I don't think. Lafreniere, yeah, he belongs there. I imagine, oh, wow, we could +3 with Liney, but Liney's the goal scorer of that line. Yeah, Liney's a goal scorer of the team. 7 goals, 5 assists, 2 goals, and 2 goals by the other two, respectively. Jing time 2 for 7 there. He leads goals, or he leads our team in goal scoring by a mile. We thought Svechnikov would kind of be that guy to help, but he's 2 for 10 with this line here. Decent shot. Why he's not, producing a little bit better, who knows? Kostesen's 9 for 3. Actually, we missed that. He's killing it over there. He's got 9 more goals than Patrick Laine does. The bottom 6 is what we've been a little bit concerned about. We got Pearson +6. He's more the depth forward. He's not even supposed to be on the team. You have how's he fit chemistry wise? Nah, whatever. Decent. You have Frederick, 2 and 5, who's where he belongs. Third line. Second line's where Savall wants to be. Is Savall getting paid? Yeah, 4 years, $4 million. But he's making it work where he is because of that nasty defensive stat categories at 90 or 84 by 86. I said nasty. Sometimes I thought it was a 9 as an 8. 84 defensive awareness, 86 shot, and 91 body checking there. Ferland on the fourth line, good there. Again, Paris does not really belong here, and he is a playmaker. We've been seeing how it's going to work. So far, it's been all right. We have so many depth forwards on this team that just don't belong to be playing, and I think that's something we might have to look for. Darlene Hagman still on that first line there. Stopoulos and Gianta, both the +4s. Not Brian, Ezra Gianta, the 20-year-old young stud over there. 80 overall now for Modine. Modine continues to progress a little bit there. And then Dumoulin. I think Modine progressed, right? Wasn't he in 7? No, he wasn't a 79. Who was the 79? Maybe it was Modine. It could have been. Actually, now I think about it. Goaltending-wise, we have Louis Domingue and then Tynan, who is an 85, so 926 save. What a season. So Tynan, 9 and 3 on the season. It's been a Louis Domingue struggle bus that has cost us games, it looks like. 3 games played, 0 wins. That's all right, though. You don't have to play playoff games, so we're all good there. Do want to take a look at this AHL squad, just to see if they're progressing much. We got Steklov. Steklov is 72. Why is he on the first line? Did they auto-switch that without talking to us? Or, oh, I know what it was. We wanted to make sure Hoyle played with somebody solid, who's a -1 right now. He's up to a 63, so he's doing all right there. Murray and then Tamura. It was the offense. We don't have a lot in the offensive category here, I don't think. You have Stu Black, who is a medium elite. 3 goals, 1 assist so far this season, -13. You got Gill, who is got top 9 forward potential still. Varlamov is 23. You have Wall, Renz, and let's see how these guys are doing real quick just for a good time. Go over 11 points there. What a season he's having so far. Wall playing great. Too bad he's got that bottom 6 potential, so he's just hot right now. 8 points over there out of a third liner, and Lou Mola, again, 23 years old though, a little bit old. Beating up on the younger guys there. I respect it. So Gil could potentially be that guy that, if he progresses enough, he can be one of them bottom 6 guys for us. Just taking a look at the free agents, 78 out of Halbagoax. He's a sniper, don't worry about saying his name. Ian. Christopher N. He's more of a guy I think would be possibly, if we need a bottom 6 guy, he could be our guy there. Top 9 forward potential, but you're a minor checking role. I get it. Yeah, you want to play in the AHL. All these guys really do. But we don't have anybody in the system to call up. It's all on Paris, really. What do we say? Paris was, the 77 overall, but he's a playmaker. He's a playmaker clear down there on that fourth line. Him and Cernovic. I can't say it. I give up. Somebody commented it a couple videos ago. Cernovic. I want to say it's Cernovic. It could be. It might be like Cernakvic. Paris. Cesar Paris. Yeah, that's the man. Let's take a look here. 82 defense. Again, 78 there on the shot blocking. Not the greatest defensive player. +2 on the season right now, though. He's a plus 20 last. Oh, he's in a QMJ though. That'll do it. As I say, plus 20 solid. He's 43% in dot as expected. 5 giveaways, 4 takeaways, 1 block, 3 hits. Kind of right now. We'll just we'll play it out. We'll play it out a little bit and see how these fellas do. That bottom 6 though, that depth, that's going to be important. I think when we get to playoffs. And I do want to see us build on that a little bit. I think, again, we talked about it at the beginning. We messed up a little bit not grabbing anybody in free agency before we started. But here we go. Tampa, big W there. Big W against Carolina as well. Losing to Edmonton. What do you expect? I was going to say they got Draisaitl, but he might have walked. We didn't see where Draisaitl went. That was the one thing we did not do. He was a free agent. Could have went back to Edmonton. I'm sure they had the cap. Lindell and an Oilers fourth. Oh, there's somebody talking about grabbing Paris. And they want a first? What? Are you crazy? Who's Lindell? I don't even know who this guy is. He better be like a 90 overall. 84. And you want a first round draft pick for Paris? Who makes these trades? Who does this? He's 31 years old. How does he have that kind of trade back? I want an 84 overall 31-year-old defenseman if I get a first round draft pick for him. Wow. Sign me up. W. Perfect. W. Cruising. Team's hot in November. Cruising along in November. These Ottawa Senators. There's a loss to the Dallas Stars. Getting right back on that horse. Beating up on Toronto. They scored 2 goals. Good for them. They didn't do that in playoffs last night. Toronto. Impressive. I gotta say it. There's just so many people that were like, there's no chance Toronto doesn't win this series. That offense is just too good. Slaving for Paris in a first as well. His offense is just too good. It's like, if you really take a look at Toronto this season, you'd be surprised. It was what? John Tavares was under a point per game. Matthews is over, but Matthews doesn't count though. He scored like 48 goals, so you can't get on him. But I was surprised to see Tavares down there in that point per game department. Marner wasn't having as big of a season either, I don't think. But regardless, Blue Jackets play good defense. Just like running into the Bruins last season for these guys. There's a little bit. I'm surprised. I didn't score more, but it is what it is. Good defense, win the game, excited about it, happy about it. It's just, you all know what's gonna happen, right? He's going to Toronto. He's going to Toronto or Pittsburgh. I guess Chicago. No, Chicago won, right? So it's the Toronto and Pittsburgh show in that draft. I'd be willing to put all kinds of money on it that one of those 2 teams win the draft lottery. They can't. The NHL can't dodge that big market. They can't do that. Lindell. We don't want Lindell. Now you want 2 firsts. The first time when we wanted 1 first, it just wasn't enough. Our first must not be worth anything. That's probably why, too. This team is cruising. 32, 10, and 5. 32, 10, and 5. We'll take it to the trade deadline. Yes, we will. Probably. Again, I think if there's one concern, it's that bottom 6. What you gonna do? I don't think we should waste future draft picks. No. Oh, Torrey Krug. Ben's in a first for Torrey. How's Torrey Krug doing these days? Good? They just want to get rid of him. Benz is 3 years medium. Oh, he's Benz. He's the 18-year-old 3-year elite. That's why they want him. He's got some big years ahead of him, but he's a playmaker. That was one of the things we worried about, right? We have all these playmakers. We don't need every single one of them. 5 goals, 22 assists in Belleville right now, but we don't need all these playmakers. Eventually, we have to trade somebody for one. Torrey Krug is, he's too old. He's 34. Man, if he wasn't so old, I would have considered that. Offensive defenseman, too. He has no fit on his team at all, though. So, sorry, we're not going to take that one there. Colorado, not going to happen. I'm assuming we're going to get a million trade offers that are all featuring Lindell here in a second with 2-3 weeks left until the deadline here. Back to back, can we pick up at least one? I don't know. They keep trying to send us Corpusalo. We will, indeed. We'll butcher. All kinds of different faces or new faces in different places. Anderson, no, we don't want to give up Paris. He must be on our trade block. We don't usually mess with the trade block because there isn't anybody we're really trying to actively trade here. So they probably just threw him on there because he was on the 4th line and wants to be somewhere else. 41, 12, and 5 though. Honka, Corpusalo. We didn't want him the last 17 times you trade him. We still don't want him now. Maybe you try a 15th time. Oh, Bowen Byron. Ooh. Bowen Byron. What? What's wrong? What do they want to open up cap, so they're trying to send a Zadorov? Is that the problem here? Why is it only at first? What is missing here? Cernovic's not good. I mean, he's 79 overall. He's a depth forward. He's starting to play better. He's a playmaker, though. Again, we don't need more playmakers. He's a guy we could happily let him walk out the door if he wants to. And Ottawa Senators 2026 first. Again, we're going to be good, so that first ain't that hot. And Paris is another, playmaker. He's got top 6 potential. He ain't really going anywhere. Let's see what Byram looks like. 81 overall, 24. What happened to Byram? Is he another guy in this game that just doesn't progress? What is with that? That has to be it, right? Like, he just glitched out and isn't progressing. He's got medium elite and he's 24. He had to be like an 80 before this. Had to be. 5 points, 10 points, 12 points. He hasn't really played much. Really, the way it looks, he hasn't at least. What was he doing on Vancouver? He was 99, 59, 49. That'd be the Giants, I would be assuming. Yeah, the Vancouver Giants. 25 minutes tonight. He's been third lining it. Maybe that's why he's not progressing? That's something. That is something. Byron not progressing. That's so scary. His role as a top 6 defender. What is he looking? He's a two-way guy. He fits in the top 4. I'd rather have the offense-defensive combination there. But man, just to give up Paris? Just to give up Paris? You know why? Because they want us to eat that Zadorov contract. How long's he got left on that bad boy? 1 year. I don't care. I'll take Zadorov for a year. What's Byron got? 3 years at 4.3? Man, can we go back to that? See, this is where it'd be a nice time to pull up that salary cap book here. The other problem is too is can we afford to get rid of both our bottom line guys? That's what's killer, right? You can't get rid of both their bottom line. We don't have anybody to replace them. Dang, Bo and Byron now. They're saying here's Big Bo, and we have to walk away because we just can't get rid of both of our bottom 6 guys when we don't have anybody in the system right now that's ready to play. Premu, no. Starter though. He was a starter. That was solid. We don't need it though. We got one. We got one looking good. Brodin, not going to happen. Somebody really wants Paris. It's going to happen. 43 and 13 and 5 heading into the trade deadline. Look at Line. He's trying to get that 50 burger in there. 41 or 69 points leads the league, but 41 goals. We get into the standings, top of it. 43-13. Teams 3.69 goals for per game. 2.62. That is going to win you some games right there. Having that ratio. Very nice. 17% on a power play. So that could be a little bit better. Looks to be close to league average there. Penalty kill could be a lot better. 77.2%. We're going to take a look at that. Team is struggling on these special teams there, clearly. Again, it's probably got something to do with, our bottom 6. You bring in there to kill the penalties, but we currently are sitting there with, all these playmakers that ain't really, specialists there from a penalty killing standpoint. Devils, Capitals, Flyers looking decent. Wild, Blackhawks, Jets, Blues. Where are the Oilers at right now? They are in first place at 42 and 15. I want to know if they got Leon Draisaitl back. That is the question. He's ridiculously high overall. We'll figure out in the standings here probably, right? Byfield, Lafreniere looking great. Is this the NHL? No, it's the Ottawa Senators. I tried. Just hoping. Hoping that was the case. Not really. There's the NHL. DeBrincat at the 83 points leading the league. 71 for McKinnon. 70 for Aho. Line Sagan. Kane. Kane's at the San Jose Shark now. Austin Matthews is a Toronto Maple Leaf. That is nothing new. McDavid's still an Oiler. Draisaitl. I don't see Draisaitl. Where is Draisaitl? Draisaitl, are you struggling? There's Draisaitl. He is. Oh, he's a Blue Jacket! We don't get people that are good at this game that come to Columbus. Let's go! You hear that, Leon? We'll wait for you, pal. We'll still have the cap space. I don't know if I have the cap space, actually. Let's sign Seth Jones and Werenski if they want to stay. But we got a spot warmed up for you, Leon. Anytime you want to come over, it's here. It's considered an open invitation. Courtesy of these Columbus Blue Jackets. We're going to change, you said, the power penalty kill lines, right? See how this bottom line is looking. Maybe it's just the top line carrying right now. We cool off. No +9, +11. That's perfect. That's perfect. Positives at the bottom of the team here. That's all I could ask for out of you guys, fellas. I love it. Modine, Dumoulin still at the 80s. Kostopoulos, Gianta Gianta. I mean, it's regular season. They haven't progressed, so it is what it is. Hagman and Dahlin still killing it. But these special teams we were talking. First, look at the power play. Byfield, Lafreniere, Dahlin, Seshnik. I don't know how you could beat that. I don't think Kostensen can win faceoffs, right? Kostensen, same time. Yeah, Kostensen's. But I like Kostensen at the center anyway because it's Kostensen. He's a stud. So we're going to put him there. We're going to switch you two because Line he's right-handed, right? No, that's the right place then, right there. Seshnikov's right-handed, ain't he? No, he's left-handed. He's in the right spot. So look at that. The penalty kill. What are we struggling at? Kostensen, Frederick. I don't know what the problem is. Kostensen should be a good penalty killer. 88, 80, 89 there. And yeah, Frederick, same story, solid. Is it Hagman and Gianta? Hagman's stellar defensive stats. Gianta's got 99 on his shot blocking. Look at this guy. Shot blocking 99. That better be reflected, EA. I better see mucho shot blocks. 75. He's got a lot. He's got quite a bit. That's decent. 75 of them. Actually, I don't know what it is for this game, though. I was going to say it is a lot. But I was just thinking, like, David Savard is like 180 this season. He has, he actually has less than Hagman. So maybe that block shot stat just is kind of irrelevant there. He does play less than Hagman, though. Ferland, Byfield, Modine, and Darlene. Maybe it's Modine being up here that's struggling. No, not really. I don't know why our penalty kill is struggling so much. Ferland, Grinder. That's who I want there. Byfield, power forward. Same story. I don't really see anything to switch here. I just got to hope these guys figure it out. I mean, we could put Modine on that first line with Hagman if we wanted to, I guess, but I don't really think we need to do that. What is, maybe it's just a slow start and I'll bounce back here later, I think. Could be. Maybe the 3-man's bad. Yeah, we'll change the 3-man. We'll put Hagman up here, Frederick there. And we'll put Byfield in the second line. We will do that, but I don't imagine we're on the penalty kill of the 3-man type very often. So we'll see what happens there. You can't imagine that changing too much. Maybe we just had Dominguez and one too many power or penalty kills. Could be. We'll blame it on Louis. These teams go, or these Senators going up against the Arizona Coyotes and then the Columbus Blue Jackets in a back. Oh, what a beautiful way to end the season. A Detroit back-to-back. Every team's dream. Then again, we are in like 2036, so maybe it's not as much of a dream as it once was. We still don't want Torrey Krug's 3,734-year-old defensive end over there, so we're gonna have to pass on it. There's a loss there to the Ducks. See, this is what scares me. You start out so hot and you get into March and the wheels fall off. We literally change nothing and you just hit this big losing streak. It seems to be so common in this game. I don't know if it happens to anybody else. If you're cold, you catch fire. If you're hot, you start freezing in the month of March. It's really streaky, but here we go. 4-game win streak, 5-game win streak. Maybe we end the month of March hot, and that's all that matters. 6-game win streak. I might have miscounted there. 7 and 8. All right, I lied. We was doing just fine in the month of March. We was talking down on March. Ottawa going for the 55 burger. Dropping the back-to-back to Detroit. Detroit said, you gonna keep laughing at us? You gonna laugh about that final 2 games of the season? Yes, Detroit, we are, because I think we played all of our AHL guys. Make sure our good players didn't get hurt out there. We'll take a look at how things ended. Of course, we are on the playoff picture because of that. We won too many games. We'll take a look at the standings instead. We should be able to get, full stats there. We will look at the standings. 117 points. The Montreal Canadiens, 85. How do you make playoffs with 85 points? Man, good for you guys. Tampa up there at 88. Buffalo, 90. Detroit, 99 overall. Points. Actually, hang on a second. Hang on. 3.68, 2.71, so it changed a bit. 20% on the power play. See, it balanced out. And the penalty goes up to 80%. It's kind of weird how that works, right? It just, maybe, I guess it just takes, really, honestly, it just takes 2 or 3 bad games. And that percentage goes down mighty quickly there. So that might have been the case there for these guys. Got it straightened out. Hurricanes made it. Flyers, Capitals made it. Devils just missing it. Did not beat the, Canadians in the road department there. 106, 105, and 93 out of the Jets, the Blackhawks, and the Wild. The Oilers ended up with 107 points on the season. Good for them. Patrick Laine and friends, what do we got here? 98 points and a plus 40. 332 shots. Good for you, Patrick. Byfield, 86 points. 57 goals, by the way. 76 for Lafreniere. 13 goals, 56 assists. Oh, yeah, Darlene was enjoying life. 64 to Svechnikov. I'd like to see Seshi do a little bit better there. 61. Again, second line, but again, you'd still like to see him do a little bit better there. He's playing first line power play unit there. Shingtime, Hagman, solid. I can see it, everybody. Plus 40 out of Kostopoulos. What a season. Good for Kostopoulos. 82 overall. Give him them upgrades, EA. He had a plus 40 this year. Hit him with it. 26 points, plus 40, 84 blocks, 34 giveaways. Could have done better in the takeaway department. Not going to lie. It is what it is, though. He played great this season. Not going to complain. Ferland, what are you doing down there with that plus 43? What are you trying to do down there, pal? Gianta, Modine, and Dumoulin. So Modine, Dumoulin, the worst 2 players on our team with them plus 23s are from a point department, though. Goaltending. How did we look over here? We're talking 43 and 14 out of Tynan. 906. So we kind of cooled off later in the year there because he was up, at 923 when we first checked. It is what it is. You know, we ask for a solid goalie here. That's what we got. Leader in points, Mitch Marner. Matthews right behind him, still tag teaming it over there in Toronto. DeBrincat was killing it this season, couldn't hold that lead. Line right behind him. McKinnon still in Colorado, 30 points. Landeskog, what a season. He's going to be about 30, 33. I was going to say 35. McDavid, Crosby, speaking about 40. Crosby's 38 years old, still dropping 44 goals. Good for Crosby. Kirby Dax playing well. This Chicago team, they got some young studs, and they're progressing in this game. Let me tell you what. Patrick Reddy's up there. We're still seeing a lot of veterans up here at the top of this list. Kubalik, the veterans and everybody on Chicago. Chicago's player just went to town. Kubalik's 30 years old. I didn't realize he's that old. Yamamoto is an 88 overall as well there. John Carlson's up there. Barkov, Teravainen. Again, not seeing a lot of other guys. There's Welch. I don't know who that is. That's Tarasenko. Welch is a 91 franchise potential medium. Oh, I better know his name. Oh, wow. A power forward. Pickle me impressed. That's all I got to say about that one. Ponikarovsky. What a name. 23 years young. 87 overall there. Uncle Bill. You got Mikko Pasternak. There's Lafreniere. Who would have thought Lafreniere out of all these guys would be clear on here? I guess he's only medium elite though, right? High elite. So he's 91. He's just under a point per game, surprisingly. Those guys he was playing with, 91 overall. Stud that he is. It is what it is, though. These Montreal Canadiens, they're waiting for us. They've been waiting all day. Waiting all day for these Ottawa Senators. They're going to take care of business today. We will find out here shortly. But first, let's take a look at what we have to deal with here right after we look at Anaheim, because I'm curious about this Welch guy. Welch, Raquel. Yeah, solid bottom six. Look at these guys as bottom six. They got to share the 83s. They got to share the depth players. We're going all Toronto over here. Toronto plus defense, though. We're going top six heavy. And no depth. No depth because we can't afford it. We could afford it, though. He's just being, ignorant and passed up on it during the free agency. Here we go. Kotka looking good. Lacking 83. Goudreau over on Montreal. How's he looking? Johnny going on over to Montreal. 50. Oh, minus 30. I guess he was looking to play for a different team. Minus 30. That's something. They got finished minus 30 on the year, Johnny. First line is Kotka up there at minus 30, minus 27. So this first line struggled defensively. They just didn't, they more than struggled. Team made the playoffs. They just didn't play defense. Suzuki, Tatar, they got some depth, though. Don't sleep on these guys. Kolzig, Sonny Milano, Columbus Blue Jacket, great. Denault, Reese. They got some solid players. They could grind us here a little bit for some, hold us on the lower department in the goals. Oh, Tyson Barrie. I'm sorry to hear that. 75 overall. Wow, did he just completely regress in this game? Hronek there in net for these Montreal Canadiens is Thatcher Demko. There's a name for you. Thatcher Demko. What happened with him in Vancouver? I remember when he was going to be the next big thing. We haven't really heard. Is he on Vancouver still? Yeah, he is on Vancouver still. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Goalies are different, though. They take a little bit longer to progress there, so you never really know. Let's take this out, though. Let's take it out to the Montreal Canadiens in the first round. It is Montreal. It is whatever this team is. I don't know why I keep thinking we're Calgary when we're Ottawa. Here we go. First games of the series. W, 5-1. Beautiful. W, 3-1. Even more beautiful. Go to game number 3. W without the W. So an L. Not good. Montreal, game 4. What you guys got, Montreal? Another L. All right, it's getting big. Or it's getting sweaty. Perfect. 6-3. Love it. Love it. Game decider potentially here. 3-2. Montreal needs just one more dub. Go to the second round here. Montreal gonna, or not Montreal, Ottawa needs one more dub. And Ottawa gonna jump out to the 3-0. For some reason, we just don't want to claim Ottawa today. Called them like every team but Ottawa. My mistake. I love you guys, Ottawa. You guys are the boys. You guys, we care about you here. We're going to get some dubs here. Nonetheless, Hagman, Seshnikov, and Byfield with the bangers. Oh, geez, this game ain't even close. Laine, Kosteson, and Hagman. Thanks for playing, Montreal. I'm glad I went into the sim screen to see you guys getting beat by a touchdown. Missed the extra point, but it is what it is. Montreal getting dominated in game number 6. That means Ottawa is going to have the nobodies in the second round. Perfect. I'll take that. It's a free win. Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo. I think we played Buffalo last postseason, right? I think Buffalo was in there. It's been a tough team to play. See how they look. They've probably improved a little bit. It was younger then, I'd have to guess, right? Buffalo. Eichel, 92. Reinhardt, 87. Olofsson still on the team as well, up to 30 years old. We are down the road, though, in this sim. Of course, they're a little bit older. Olofsson's older than Eichel? Huh. And not realize that Bertuzzi's up here. How these guys look in the season? Those are playoff stats. Wow, those are some playoff stats. 7 games, 12 points for Eichel. He is putting his team on his back. Dylan Cousins, 86. Cam Sanity, baby. Bolduc, 80 overall. Skinner up there still. Skinner, is he still getting that $9 million a year this late in the season? Yeah, he's got 2 years left. Wow, Buffalo. Imagine if they weren't paying him that $9 million. This far down the road, he's still getting paid that. Tkachuk is a solid player there. 27. How's the defense looking? Ristolainen and Yokoharu. So the defense is solid. You know, it's just short of a Rasmus Dahlin, because I said, here, you want Dahlin? I was like, yeah, kinda. Who in the heck did we even give them for Dahlin? I don't recognize any of these guys. Ryan Yokoharu. Oh, it's Clark. So Clark's 23 years old, 83 overall. Interesting. So he hasn't really, you know, got up too quickly. He progressed really quickly to start. I'm noticing that about defensemen, but once they get in the NHL, they're kind of slow grinds from there, ain't they? So they got Clark at that 83, and we cashed in and picked up Rasmus Dahlin, who was already a 90, and said, sure, count us in. Let's get these 2 games out of the way. First 2 at home. Should be home ice still at the playoffs, right? And there's 2 straight dubs. Winning in front of the Ottawa faithful so far. 4-0 to start out in these first 2 games of each series, and we have not won the game 3 yet, though. Can we win the game 4? Yes. Buffalo dropping into the Ottawa Senators. Game 6. That's an overtime. Game 5, I mean, overtime loss. We take care of business in game 6, though. That's always waiting for. Ottawa's a game 6 team. Here we go. Ottawa. I want to see a big lead to start this one. Or we can fall pieces. That's fine. Cool. Bertuzzi, Atkinson, and Skinner. We were just talking about the older players on this team, and 2 of them just netted some goals on us. Coming back, though, Costasson with the goal. He had a great season from a goal-scoring standpoint. Here we go. 3rd period, Ottawa on a power play. Going to get a goal off of it, too. It's going to be Svechnikov. Wanted to see him play a little bit better this postseason. There's a tie game. Or regular season. Frederick with the goal. Ottawa coming from all the way down 3. Buffalo power play. Keep them out of the back of the net here, fellas. And they will. 3-3. Looking like an overtime thriller. No! Buffalo with under what? I was going to say under a minute. The dagger. Man, power play goal under a minute. The last thing you want to do is take a penalty. Ottawa goes on the power play. That's it. Is this the 2nd period? Why are we paused? Nope, that's it. Interesting. I was wondering why it said we paused right at 0 seconds. Nonetheless, Buffalo going to win game number 6. And man, listen here, Ottawa. Listen here. You just did not drop a 117-point season to get EA'd out of this playoff by the Buffalo Sabres. It was Montreal. Montreal who beat us last season, wasn't it? I just realized that. It's Montreal we struggled with last season. Now it's Buffalo. First game or first period out of the way. Lafreniere. There you go, Laffy. Love it, Laffy. Way to get in there, buddy. Come on. We need 1 more goal. Let's get some insurance here in the 2nd round, fella, or 2nd period here, fellas. All over them early. Couldn't get nothing going. Not yet, though. They are still all over these Buffalo Sabres. It has been all Ottawa in the 2nd. Power play Senators and a shorty. Buffalo's going to score the goal, not Ottawa. This game's going to go tied. Bertuzzi on tying into the 3rd period. I can't afford another 2nd round exit, fellas. We paid too much for this team. This is where the depth comes in, though, right? Do we look back at the depth? I don't know if we look back at the depth, because last time we had depth and we still struggled. Ottawa, power play. Are you going to do something with the power play? It was a long power play. It was a 5-on-3. There's the goal. Still a 5-on-3. Now it's a 5-on-4. We needed that. Hostinson, franchise man right there. Killed it. Hold the lead. And they can't again. Ottawa is not the clutchness isn't there. The clutchness, the poise. Ottawa's going to blow the lead once again. Under 5 minutes left. This time, Tkachuk, the 4th liner, getting it in on Tynan. And this game's going to an overtime. Oh, baby. Here we go. Costasson. I want to see you again, buddy. I do want to see you again. All over Tynan early. Power play Senators. Gotta get 1 in. You're not going to score on a power play from clear up there, though. Let me tell you what. Good kill by the Buffalo Sabres. Ottawa, power play again. Come on, fellas. Do something on the power play. Or not. Kemper is playing wicked, though. Look at them saves. This man's having a real good postseason in real life, too. He's been playing solid this season. I can't believe he's still in the game, though. This is far down the road. He's going to be close to 33, 34, I guess. That's not too bad. Big save there by Tynan on Jack Eichel, of all players. There it is. Game winner, Ottawa Senators going to the conference finals. Hagman on Darcy Kemper. You love to see it. You just love to see it. Who is it that we are going to see in the conference finals? A little bit scared. Carolina, the team that started 11-1 to start the season. The team that, did we trade somebody to them? I feel like we traded somebody to them and drastically helped their team. It was like a Perfetti or something, wasn't it? Let's see here. Let's take a look. That is not their team right there. It is, yeah, they gave them Perfetti, the 86 overall. Look at this team. They got, speaking of a team with a sick top six, you got Tara Biden, you got Aho, you got Niederreiter, and in that second line of Nate Joss and Perfetti, a team with a bottom six. That was what we were scared about. These teams with bottom sixes that we didn't possess much of one. John Bean, Jake Bean. That sounds so familiar. Did we trade them Jake Bean? We didn't trade them Jake Bean, did we? No, we didn't. Okay, maybe they was offering us Jake Bean at one point in time. 86 overall. He sounded so familiar. Brady Shea, Joel Levy, Hag, Vatanen, and Thompson over there on defense. So they got net over here. They got Peter Mrazek still, 82 overall. So they're playing the average goalie game too. And it's been working for them, clearly. Here we go, the two powerhouses of the East. The 50-win Carolina Hurricanes, the 55-win Ottawa Senators. Game number one, what you got for us, Carolina? A big fat L. That's not how you want to start the series. We started every series strong so far. Drop game one, won game two. We're going to have to win a road game. Gotta win a road game here. There's the big win. 7-2, a big one. Game number 4 versus Carolina. Oh, up by 3-1. 3-1 on the shutout of Carolina. Can we ice it? Ice it in game 5? The answer is no. We're going to go to at least a game number 6 against these Carolina Hurricanes. We'll see what they have in store for us here. Hopefully, we ain't got to take this to a game 7. We've taken every game to a 6 or farther so far, if I'm mistaken, right? So it's been a little nerve-wracking. Ottawa, 3-0 early. Parise, Pearson, and Paris. No wonder everybody wanted Paris. This man just said, you know what? Big game? Swish. Back to the net, baby. 3-1. Carolina coming back. A 3-goal lead is not safe. Ottawa came behind one just recently, but ended up losing though, right? It was up 3-0 or down 3-0, tied it. Ended up blowing the lead though. Here comes Carolina. As mentioned, don't sleep on that 3-goal lead. That one is box on Tynan. Power play Carolina. Be careful here, fellas. Be very, very careful. Good penalty kill there. Power play Ottawa. Chance to get a 2-goal lead. It's not going to happen, no. On Mrazek, Line there's some big shots. Another power play for Ottawa. Teams have been penalizing these guys. They're having a hard time containing this Ottawa Senators top 6 right now. But again, empty on that power play. Now, power play, I think, can be a little bit more effective. But again, they improve later in the year, so it is what it is. Power play Carolina, nothing doing. Minute left. Net is all but empty, and Ottawa's going to drain one in the back of it and beat these Carolina Hurricanes. It is a Stanley Cup appearance for these Ottawa Senators. Is this our second Stanley Cup appearance? I think we got to win this one. Minnesota in the Stanley Cup Finals, 12-4. They've been dominating teams so far in playoffs. Let's see what they have here for us. Minnesota. We got to beat them. We got to pick up the first Stanley Cup. Got to be done. Has to be done. A 55-win season. Larkin, Johansson still in the league. What? How did that happen? How did Marcus Johansson get up to an 88 overall? What am I missing there? Good for him. 74, 77. I guess those 2 good seasons. That's crazy. 1 goal, 13 assists. He might be getting carried a little bit. Might be getting carried by Dylan Larkin or Jenkins, Shaw, Eriksson, Ek, Vetrano, Kunin. A solid team. Solid. How's the defense looking? Chikrin, Dumba, solid defense. PK Subban. Are they going to town here? Zubarello in there as well. And Spurgeon and Lozin, something. Show them some respect there. Show them respect. These guys are Stanley Cup finalists here. The under 50 win Minnesota Wild. So we'll see what we do. We'll see how tough this Pacific was this season. W. Maybe not very. That's what you want to see. Us start out with that 2-0 series lead. And we go 3. No, gonna drop game number 3. Have we won a game 3 yet? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we did. We will beat Carolina in game 3. It's been a tough game. Teams out there celebrating probably a little bit, I don't know, a little too much maybe going to that game number 3. A chance to end the Minnesota Wild though in game 5. Ottawa's first Stanley Cup of the series on the line here. Ottawa 3-0 early. Bang. McKinnon. Sesnikov, Byfield, Line. I was looking at Matt Murray's name there. Shaw. Okay, they're coming back, Tynan. They said the game is not over yet. And they tied it. right away in the third. That 3-goal lead has all but evaporated. Power play. Senators, can they get it back? No. Minnesota, momentum right now. 3 straight goals, fighting for their playoff lives. Can they put one more in on Ottawa? That's not it, Ottawa. Or Minnesota. Savoie with a big goal. 1-goal lead. Ottawa, they got 5 minutes to kill. Net should be empty for Minnesota. And there's the empty net for Ottawa. And your Stanley Cup champions of the world, the Ottawa Senators, a 6-3 victory. And our first Stanley Cup of the series. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. That's a Stanley Cup. Send it. Send it straight to those Ottawa Senators, babies. Put it on the screen. Thank you. The Stanley Cup champion Ottawa Senators. Love it. Love every bit of it. Let's take a look at the awards here real quickly. And what do we have here? What do we have? We have an Ottawa Senators Stanley Cup. Love to see it. Art Ross, Mitch Marner. You can have it, Mitch, but did you guys even make playoffs? Yeah, you made. Did you make playoffs? I didn't see you guys. You probably got bounced in the first round, I guess. I don't know. Hart Memorial, Mitch Marner, James Norris, John Carlson, Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner was taking home the hardware. He had a great season. He did have a really good year. I got to give him the credit there. Lehuro with the Calder, New Jersey, bringing in a guy there. Conn Smythe going to Patrick Laine. Jeffrey Skinner's brother. I don't know. Probably not. Doesn't really look like him. Could be, though. Seth Skinner, maybe. Vezina Trophy winner. Carter Hart, William Jennings. Lambos. I love me a good Lambo. Masterton, Adams, Quark. Selke going to Barkov. He's won it 2 years in a row now. He's been quite the defensive specimen in this league. The Ted Lindsay going to Marnes. Again, killing it this season. Maurice Richard going to Patrick Laine for that massive season he just had. 2 out of the last 3 years, he's won. Maurice Richard, what an addition he's been to this team. Otherwise, though, guys, that is going to wrap up this week's episode. The Stanley Cup champion Ottawa Senators. I love seeing these guys finally get on track. As for this video, though, guys, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.